Good morning, students. Now we are doing next topic. How does human hair sound? So see, this is the human ear. You have drawn in your notebook also. Its sound travels in the form of waves of vibrating air molecule. The ear has three parts. You can see in the animation the outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. So now we are studying the structure of human ear in detail. So how does sound travel? In the form of waves of vibrating air molecules. So first of all, we are discussing about outer ear. It consists of pinna. You can see the pinna in the animation. And the auditory canal you can see here in this animation. It consists pinna, ear canal, and the eardrum. The pinna gathers the sound waves and then leads to the ear canal from where they strike the eardrum. You can see all this in animation. And then we are studying about the middle ear. So you can see the middle ear in the figure. The vibrations from the eardrum are transmitted to three closely packed bonds. You can see the three closely packed bonds in the animation, that is hammer, anvil, and stirrup. Stirrup is the smallest bond present in our body, and these three bonds finally transmit the vibrations to the inner ear. So we have talked about outer ear and then we have talked about middle ear. Now we are discussing about the inner ear. So inner ear, it consists of cochlea. You can see the cochlea in the figure, which is a long coiled tube, and it contains a fluid that has numerous cells with hair, and these sensitive hair cells transmit the vibration to the brain through the auditory nerve. You can see the auditory nerve in the figure. So for the brain to register the sound. So auditory nerve function is for the these carry the vibrations to the brain, and then to register the sound. And after that we are discussing about, so this was regarding human ear. We read about outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear, how the sound waves travel from outer ear to inner ear. And now teacher is asking that, do you know what amplitude, time period, and frequency of a vibrations are? So now we are discussing about amplitude, time period, and frequency of a vibration. So listen about the amplitude. So what is amplitude? Amplitude means the maximum displacement of vibration of the vibrating body from its mean position is known as its amplitude. So maximum displacement of vibration of the vibrating body from its mean position, मतलब कि रेस्ट पोजीशन से, उसके रेस्ट पोजीशन से जितना ज़्यादा मैक्सिमम डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगा वाइब्रेशंस का, ओके, that is the amplitude from the rest position to the maximum displacement of vibration. So this is known as amplitude. So now you can see the vibration in the figure and you can see the maximum distance. Again I am showing you. Now see, again we are again discussing about amplitude. Again I am telling you about amplitude, that is the maximum displacement of the vibration. Again you can see in the animation. Yes, now see the maximum displacement of vibration of any vibrating body from its mean position. Mean position matlab rest position. Now you can see the maximum displacement. Now what is frequency? Frequency matlab the number of vibrations made by the vibrating body in 1 second. कि 1 second में कितने टाइम वाइब्रेशन हो रहा है, that is known as frequency. The number of vibrations made by the vibrating body in 1 second. So now that is known as frequency. So see, how can we calculate the frequency? It means number of oscillations, or you can say vibrations over time taken. Okay. So now here they have shown you the frequency. Yes. So you can see the low pitch frequency of man and loud sound frequency. Okay, so now what is time period? Time period means the time taken by the vibrating body for one molecule, for one complete vibration is known as time period of vibration. It is denoted by T, means कि time taken by vibrating body for one complete vibration. एक वाइब्रेशन को कंप्लीट करने के लिए वाइब्रेटिंग बॉडी कितना टाइम ले रही है, दैट इज द टाइम पीरियड एंड इट इज डिनोटेड बाय टी. So you can see how can we calculate the time period? Time over number of oscillations. And how can you denote the number of oscillation or vibration? It's 1 over frequency. You can see, and frequency can be calculated 1 over t, that is time. So time period and frequency, these are the reciprocal to each other. Beta, we will do the numericals according to it. So now for example, in the next we can see that there is numerical for you. A pendulum oscillate 40 times in 4 seconds. So what its time period and frequency? So 40 time is the number of oscillation, and what is the time taken by the pendulum? That is 4 seconds. So you have to calculate the time period and frequency.